Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. William Warfield alongside the coach, Justin Cheatham. And, Coach, we got a game on our hands tonight. We got Model from right here in Richmond taking on the Henry Clay Blue Devils.
That's right, William. Congratulations to Model making it to the 11th region tournament here in their own backyard, just a few steps away from Model Laboratory School, right there on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. And on the other end of the court, you've got the Henry Clay Lady Blue Devils, one of the best teams around, right now ranked number 10 in the state, one of the favorites to come out of the 11th region. 42nd district champs, 25-3 overall, 16-0 in the region. So a heavy favorite tonight going up against this young Model basketball team.
It should be a good one here tonight. Maybe the second game. I'm looking for Henry Clay to get off and running in this one, Coach.
Right. When you look at Henry Clay, they have won 16 games in a row, 25 games overall. But listen to this stat. 22 of their 25 wins, they've won by double digits. They are just loaded with speed, with talent, with athleticism, led by just a superior athlete in Talia Livers, in Jasmine Richmond, Nakisha Green, Destiny Carter, Byers. I mean, they're just loaded. And you look down their bench, and Coach Sanford can sub and not lose speed. So Model, as everyone else in the region, definitely an underdog right now against this Henry Clay Lady Devils.
Well, we're counting down the tip-off. We're going to have the Model, what is it, the Patriots, right, Coach? Is it the Patriots?
It is the Model Patriots.
Model Patriots. I thought that's what it was. Model Patriots taking on the Henry Clay Blue Devils. That game's coming up next right here on PrepSpin.com. The Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner, is now Clear Choice Orthodontics. Why the name change, you ask? Well, we believe that there's only one choice for all your orthodontics needs, and that choice is Clear. Clear Choice Orthodontics. We offer a unique level of care for each smile in your family. We also feature the latest in Invisalign technology and Invisalign Teen. Put our award-winning experience to work for you. For a lifetime of beautiful smiles, come visit the most outstanding orthodontist in Kentucky, Clear Choice Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner.
I'm Todd Graves with special guest Les Miles. Fans seem to have a set of game day traditions they really love.
And one tradition I really love is the one love of Raising Cane's. The delicious taste of those fresh, never frozen chicken fingers, along with that amazing cane sauce, lemonade, and sweet tea.
Wow, I think that covers every game day tradition out there.
You didn't mention my sweet dance moves.
That's a whole other show.
Raising
Cane's, one love.
Choosing a college is about setting a course, a path that leads to your destination. At EKU, the adventure is what lies in between. Eastern Kentucky University. Great journeys begin here.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
You are looking live at Eastern Kentucky University at the Paul S. McBriar Arena here at Alumni Coliseum. William Warfield alongside the coach, Justin Cheatham. And, Coach, we talked a little bit about the players for both teams there. But Henry Clay, as you mentioned, they're having an outstanding season this year, one of the favorites to come out of this region. And do you think that they can pull it all off? You know, you got a tough Lafayette team also in the region.
Yeah, well, their body of work this year has been really impressive. 25-3 overall, They're facing really an undermanned model team tonight. Shouldn't be a very tough game for Henry Clay. I expect Model to give a good effort, though. Henry Clay, moving forward, you think about Lafayette. They've met twice this year. Lafayette, the defending 11th region champions, met twice earlier this season. Both went in favor of Henry Clay. But you know what? The postseason is a season all in and of itself. And those games can be measuring sticks and learning tools, but they're not the reality of tournament play. So who knows? They're definitely one of the three favorites, though, between Franklin, Lafayette, and Henry Clay.
Model Patriots, they were their district runner-up in their district. Of course, Henry Clay ended up winning their district there in the 42nd. And that's the tell of the tape for both teams.
Henry Clay, the 42nd district champ, beat Bryan Station and Scott County in their district play. And Model over in the 44th, a district that traditionally you've seen Madison Central come out of year after year, and make it to the Sweet 16 multiple times. This year, it's Model and Madison Southern coming out of it, and they were able to defeat Berea in the first round, a 2-point win over Berea to advance to 4-team district. So you win one game and you're automatically in the district championship, automatically into the regional tournament. Draw a winner, you draw Henry Clay, and so they'll square off here in about 4 minutes.
So this game getting ready to happen here in about 4 minutes. As Coach said, we're going to take another timeout before we get ready for the starting lineups right here on PrepSpin.com.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's is a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Sitters are here.
I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man.
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks,
You're in timeout.
pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more.
Hey.
So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
All S, all P, all O, R T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
Kentucky Children's Hospital is here to care for Kentucky's kids. From primary care to serious illness, we are specially trained to address their unique needs. Kentucky Children's Hospital is one of only 2 hospitals in the state with specially trained pediatric surgeons, a level 4 NICU for the tiniest babies, a pediatric ICU, and a 24-hour pediatric emergency room to care for the most critically ill or injured children. We are here to provide whatever care your child needs.
The Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner, is now Clear Choice Orthodontics. Why the name change, you ask? Well, we believe that there's only one choice for all your orthodontics needs, and that choice is clear. Clear Choice Orthodontics. We offer a unique level of care for each smile in your family. We also feature the latest in Invisalign technology and Invisalign Teen. Put our award-winning experience to work for you. For a lifetime of beautiful smiles, come visit the most outstanding orthodontist in Kentucky, Clear Choice Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner.
Define the fabric of a team. It's not selfish. It's not boastful. It's about many, sewn together to reach one common goal. But in order to win, you must learn to work together.
Welcome back to Eastern Kentucky University. William Warfield alongside the coach, Justin Cheadle. And, Coach, we're getting ready to hear the starting lineups here over the public address. And we're going to have that coming up here shortly. I want to thank as well Lowe's Sporting Goods. They're in London and Corbin. They're proud to be a team supplier to the 11th region. See Ryan Profit for all your team apparel and equipment needs. Lowe's Sporting Goods has been outfitting teams for nearly a century. How about that? So thank you to Ryan Profit and Lowe's. We're going to have a special treat for you as the Model Band is going to do our national anthem here tonight. So we'll turn it over to them.
Requires officials to enforce sportsmanship rules. High school athletics emphasize positive values. All of us have worked hard to create a sense of teamwork, respect, responsibility, and perspective. We remind you that we expect good behavior and will quickly penalize misconduct. We encourage and appreciate your help. Let this competition reflect mutual respect among all the participants, officials, and fans. Good luck, and let's have a great contest. In a moment, we'll have your starting lineups. We ask now that you please all rise as we honor America, its freedom, and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Bobby Lab Saxophone Quartet under the direction of Brandon Smith. And now, our national anthem.
Model Band. That's they call them the quartet there. Coach Justin Cheatham. Starting lineup's about to be introduced here to us. And the visiting team on the scoreboard will be the Patriots of Model. The home team, of course, will be the Henry Clay Blue Devils. So let's meet Model. Mallory Smith getting the nod along with Abby Vickers. Also Haley Hunt, Lauren Jackson, and Emily Jackson. Emily Jackson, she's a 5'11" sophomore, and Lauren Jackson is a 5'10" 8th grader.
Haley Hunt, the senior, averaging 18 points per game. They'll need her to have a good night offensively. Will Model to stay competitive.
She stands in there 5'10". So here we go with the Henry Clay Blue Devils. Jasmine Richmond getting a start here tonight. Talea Livers, Nakisha Green, Destiny Carter, and Anovia Byers. All getting a start here tonight for the Lady Blue Devils. Our Twitter is open tonight. If you want to tweet us while you're watching the ball game, please do so. We'd love to hear fan feedback, as always, and you can do so. Just make your tweet and then put @PrepSpin. And, of course, we'll be monitoring that throughout the night. And some of your comments may even make it on our broadcast this evening. How about that for a little interaction, Coach?
That's the way to do it. We enjoy that interaction. Both bands here in full force tonight, both cheerleading squads. Both teams ready to tip off their debut in the 11th region tournament.
Well, Lauren Jackson set for Model to jump one-on-one here with Byers. So Byers and Jackson. The official throws the ball up. That was a little bit on the Model side there, Coach, as Henry Clay's going to already pull up for a shot. Missing on that shot was Destiny Carter, but rebound Blue Devils. They work it over to the right wing. That is Livers with it. Gives it back out top here to Carter. And it's going to take us a second to learn some of these names, Coach. You and I both, neither one of us have done a Henry Clay or Model game this season.
Well, Model coming out as expected, packing in a 2-3 zone. If this Henry Clay team does have a weakness, it's their outside shooting. So Model going to pack in a zone and make Henry Clay shoot the outside shot.
Lady Patriots trying to move the ball up the court as Hunt got it over there to her teammate Jackson. Back to Hunt. Hunt's going to drive inside the lane, and it was partially blocked, and it'll stay with the Lady Patriots.
Well, that's a good opening trip for Model. They handled the three-quarter court press of Henry Clay well. Don't look rattled at all. Don't look nervous. Good drive there. Regained possession.
Mallory Smith gets it out to Hunt. Now, if you look at them, in matchup size with size, there's really not that big of a difference out there.
They do. They match up well together. Just the athleticism of the Henry Clay Lady Devils is something special.
We're going to have traveling caught out front against Hunt. Haley Hunt, the 5'10" senior. Coach, you said that should be the go-to player tonight for the Lady Patriots with her average on the season.
Yep, had a good career at Model, and
Carter gives it up there to Livers, and Livers knocks one down. That's a 3. So it's already starting to rain threes here tonight.
Yeah, it was Talea that hit the big 3 against Western Hills last season to send that game into overtime in the regional tournament.
Byers comes over the turnover there for the Lady Blue Devils. She gets the ball back, pops a 3, no good. Battle for the board, and Henry Clay just out-hustled. Model on that one. Second shot attempt there by Carter, no good. And here comes the Lady Patriots moving left to right on your screen. And a reach-in foul going to be called against Henry Clay. Model's in for it tonight, aren't they?
They sure are. They're going to give up that three-point shot so far. Henry Clay 1 for 3. They're going to put a lot of pressure on Model defensively. Try to force them into some bad shots.
Biggers got it inside there to Hunt, but Hunt misses the up-close and personal shot, and Henry Clay back the other way already. Destiny Carter swings it over to the left side here to Jasmine Richmond. Jasmine, by the way, she's a senior, 5'7". Followed up on the rebound and put back up and in is good for the Lady Blue Devils.
Yep, no weak side rebound there by Model, and Green able to pull down that rebound. One offensive rebound now for Henry Clay and put it back, and there's a steal. Going the other way is Carter, who lays it up, miss. Model comes down with the rebound.
Here comes the Lady Patriots. Hunt pushing it up the court here to Vickers. Vickers got an angle to the basket, misses as Henry Clay, they got back quickly on defense.
Good fast break there by Model. Vickers gets down the floor. Can't finish the layup, but ball goes out of bounds and stays right here with Model.
Model looking underneath their own basket, and they throw it away. That Byers stepped in the way of the pass, and she's going to go coast to coast, lay it up short. Rebound, Lady Blue Devils, and a foul going to be called against Model. It was Talea Livers with the rebound, and as she was trying to put it back up, Coach, she was hacked.
Yeah, that's Model turning the ball over, which Henry Clay is so good at turning you over, and then using that to initiate their fast break. That's exactly what happens in that case. Byers with the steal, pushes it up the court, gets to the rim. Again, an offensive rebound for Henry Clay. Leads to Talea Livers going to the free throw line, and she's good on the first.
Livers, second free throw attempt is up and in. Henry Clay out to a 7-0 lead, and we're going to have a timeout here on the floor. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one with them, folks. You're watching the girls 11th Region Tournament right here on PrepSpin.com.
Kentucky Children's Hospital is here to care for Kentucky's kids. From primary care to serious illness, we are specially trained to address their unique needs. Kentucky Children's Hospital is one of only 2 hospitals in the state with specially trained pediatric surgeons, a level 4 NICU for the tiniest babies, a pediatric ICU, and a 24-hour pediatric emergency room to care for the most critically ill or injured children. We are here to provide whatever care your child needs.
Hat maker Vincent Brimble prospered in the town of Hattington. Never flashy, he only made the classic bowler. Then suddenly the day's trend became preposterously tall. His Raymond James financial advisor reminded him that focusing on the long term is always fashionable. The fad was indeed a passing one. His patience paid off, allowing him to one day hang up his hat with confidence. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Ball quickly inbound, coming out of the timeout there, Coach. 7-0, Henry Clay with the lead. 5:14 left to go in this first quarter of play.
7-0 to Leah Livers. 5 of the 7 points. Henry Clay able to set their 1-2-2 press.
Here's Mallory Smith. She couldn't connect. Rebound Henry Clay, and here comes the Blue Devils. Pushing out is Richmond. Jasmine Richmond gets it over to the left side. Now they work it inside to Byers. Back out to Richmond. She takes a floater. Good.
Well, that was excellent ball movement right there by Henry Clay. Patient, getting the good look. Henry Clay shooting 3 for 10 from the field, but looked really good on that one.
That was a mix between a floater and a jump shot. I don't know which one to call it, Coach. She was kind of pushing forward as she was released it. Ball on the left side as Henry Clay comes up with another steal. They miss on the other end, though, and Models got the rebound. That was Emily Jackson with the board.
Emily Jackson, her second rebound here in this first quarter.
Here comes Haley Hunt being guarded heavily by Talia Livers. A ball over on the left side there to Lauren Jackson. She gets it back out here to Emily Jackson. One's an 8th grader, the other one's a senior. The 8th grader is, let's see here, Coach. 8th grader is Lauren Jackson, who wears the number 15 jersey for Model. Ball was knocked out of play, so Model will have it underneath their own basket.
And for Henry Clay, we have Coney checking in and Price.
4:06 left to go here as Model plays it inside. There was a lot of Henry Clay Blue Devil jerseys inside there, and Henry Clay comes up with another steal. Good dish in transition, and Vickers puts it up and in. But a nice dish. Trying to look and see who got that dish there, Coach. It looks like number 5. That was Price, Braxton Price. Got it over to Jasmine Richmond.
Yep, 11-0 so far. Model not able to get anything going offensively. Not really finding the rim even.
Another turnover.
The quickness of Henry Clay able to get right back down the floor, shooting layups.
Kennedy Coney, who came into the ball game with a nice assist there, and getting that basket for the Lady Blue Devils was that Price?
I think so.
All right. We'll call it Price. We'll get that correct if we're wrong there, Coach. They move so fast up and down the court. Another miss by Model, another rebound by the Lady Blue Devils. This time it's thrown away as stepping in there is Haley Hunt. She comes up with a basketball.
Good defense there by Hunt to step in that passing lane and steal that ball.
13-0 our score. Henry Clay all over Model right now. Hunt tries to get close to the basket for a high percentage shot, but she runs into a traffic jam. But she will go to the line.
Well, what we've seen so far in the first 4 minutes is just a Henry Clay team who is quicker and can jump higher. And that turns into defensive intensities that results in steals and layups at the other end for Henry Clay.
Ball out top here for Haley Hunt. She swings it around to Vickers, but it's poked loose. Again, Henry Clay with another turnover, or comes up with another turnover. That's Price. Gives it over there to Coney, and Coney drains one from long range.
Well, Coney comes in off the bench now with 5 points. Caught it on the wing. Thought about the dribble penetration. Thought about the pass, but no need. You're standing there wide open. You're now 2 for 2. Shoot the ball. Now 5 points. Talia Livers with 7. Richmond with 2. Green with 2 for Henry Clay. For the Model Patriots, they've taken 8 shots but have not been able to connect, and we're 16-0 with 2:30 left in the first quarter.
Coney is a 5'5" senior for Henry Clay, and one of the shortest young ladies out there on the court. As a matter of fact, if you look up and down Henry Clay's roster, she happens to be the shortest player on Henry Clay's roster, but along with Lexus Lutz, but definitely got the speed with all those wheels she's displaying tonight.
That's right. Certainly doesn't play small.
Here's Hunt back the other way for Model, and whistle as she was trying to make her way to the basket. It's going to be a foul against Henry Clay. It's going to be on Jackson, Jordan Jackson, the 5'10" junior. Hannah Young in the ball game too, 6'1" senior for Henry Clay. She checked in the ball game at the last time out. Ball on the floor and a tie ball possession here as it'll stay with the Lady Patriots. 2:17 left to go in this first quarter of play. 16-0. The Lady Blue Devils with the lead. Winner of this ball game gets the winner between Woodford County and Lafayette, Coach.
Our nightcap coming up. I see the Lady Generals already here. I'm sure Woodford County is here somewhere.
Model trying to get something open. They haven't had but, one shot so far at goal, Coach, and here's their second one, a three, no good. Rebound, Lady Blue Devils, and here comes the Lady Blue Devils. Hunt steps in front of the pass.
That's twice now that Hunt has done a good job. Henry Clay wanting the fast break. Hunt doing a good job getting back on defense, turning, seeing the ball, getting a hand deflection on the pass.
Nakira Joyce in the ball game for the Lady Blue Devils. She feeds inside there to Hannah Young, but Young couldn't connect. So Model will have it back. You got Young, and you also got Jackson. Big bodies down low for Henry Clay in this ball game right now.
Yeah, but against this 1-2-2 press of Henry Clay, Model just doesn't have the ball handling skills. As long as Henry Clay stays in this.
Coney and Price is the two playing up front for Henry Clay, and then playing mid there for Henry Clay. It looks like 21, and that is Nakira Joyce. So Henry Clay's got a nice spread of different sizes out there right now.
Oh, they sure do. They've got speed. They have depth. Coach Sanford has already gone to his second five on the court and still continuing to turn Model over. And that's, again, one of the strengths of Henry Clay is they have a bench.
Blue platoon or white platoon? What do you think? Both of them playing pretty good.
Yeah, both of them playing pretty good.
Here's Hannah Young. Jump shot no good. Rebound Hunt of Model. She's looking up court. She's got a teammate up there, but overthrows her just a little bit as running the court up there was Abby Vickers, the 5'5" sophomore. Couldn't catch up with a pass.
Yeah, so far in this ball game, Model, no points, 9 turnovers. Not a good start at all. If you're going to stay competitive with a Henry Clay team, you have to be able to handle the basketball, control the clock, limit your turnovers, limit second chance opportunities for the opponent, and they've done none of that. Henry Clay with 10 points off turnovers.
We're going to step out just for a second, folks. We'll be right back here with more basketball from the girls' 11th region tournament on PrepSpin.com.
I'm Todd Graves with special guest Les Miles. Fans seem to have a set of game day traditions they really love.
And one tradition I really love is the one love of Raising Cane's. The delicious taste of those fresh, never frozen chicken fingers, along with that amazing cane sauce, lemonade, and sweet tea.
Wow, I think that covers every game day tradition out there.
You didn't mention my sweet dance moves.
That's a whole other show.
Raising Cane's.
One love.
We come back from our commercial break. 16-0, Henry Clay with the lead. Hunt gets the rebound from Model. She's moving left to right on your screen, and she's going to run right into Young, and Young is going to commit the foul.
Well, Joyce drove left on that last possession for Henry Clay. Hunt comes in, makes a great block. The senior doing everything she can to lead this young Model team.
This could be the first points of the ball game for Model coming up, and it is. So that's got to make you feel good if you're Model. Now you're on the board.
You're on the board. That's right. You continue to play no matter what the scoreboard says. You just continue to compete.
We saw that last night with Lexington Catholic and Madison Southern. Lexington Catholic came back from a big deficit, ended up losing the ball game, but man, did they battle back.
That's right. It was 16-31, everything going Madison Southern's way. With about 2 minutes to go, though, Lexington Catholic had the lead, but congratulations to Summer Simmons and Madison Southern, their first win in the regional tournament in the history of the school.
Another field goal there by Henry Clay. That one goes in for Hannah Young. She got the rebound off the missed shot from Braxton Price. So here is Model trying to add more points to the scoreboard, and it goes out of play off of Model, so it'll go right back to the Lady Blue Devils.
Yeah, the cross-court passes with the vertical abilities of Henry Clay. You throw those passes, you have to throw them high because Henry Clay can jump up there and get a hand on it. Well, what happens is you throw it too high, and that's about the third time tonight that we've seen Model try to beat the press by the cross-court pass, and it sails out of bounds over there into Coach Sanford's bench.
18-1 our score. The only point from Model came from the free throw line. Haley Hunt hit 1 of 2, and Henry Clay looks like they're going to be holding for a last shot here. So the Lady Blue Devils, they are holding for the last shot. They swing it over to the left side, and 3 on the way. No good, as trying to bank it in there was Coney. Rebound Model, and Model's Hunt is just going to let the time clock expire. And we're going to go into the second quarter, Coach. 18-1 our score here at Eastern Kentucky University for the 11th Region Girls Basketball Tournament right here on PrepSpin.com.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's is a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Kentucky Children's Hospital is here to care for Kentucky's kids. From primary care to serious illness, we are specially trained to address their unique needs. Kentucky Children's Hospital is one of only 2 hospitals in the state with specially trained pediatric surgeons, a level 4 NICU for the tiniest babies, a pediatric ICU, and a 24-hour pediatric emergency room to care for the most critically ill or injured children. We are here to provide whatever care your child needs.
William Warfield alongside Coach Justin Cheatham here at Eastern Kentucky University, Paul S. McBriar Arena, where Henry Clay is dominating Model right now, and they add to that score. 20-1 is our score. And Coach, you had mentioned that running clock would be in fact in the second half as long as Henry Clay's got a 35-point lead or more.
Right, we're at a 19-point lead, so you expect at some point in this game, probably pretty soon, we will go to a running clock, and all I can say is I wish that rule had been in effect when my first year coaching, because we were probably one of the worst teams in the state, and we played. I'm looking down the table here, and I see Jay Lucas down there, and I see Allie Denton across the way, and both of those teams had leads on us at one point, 60, 70 points with no running clock. As the losing coach, you just want it to be over.
Sounds like they stumped the mud hole in you and walked it dry there, Coach.
Oh, they did. They did. I was the new kid on the block, and they wanted to welcome me in their own unique fashion.
20-3 is our score here. Model back up on the board is getting that basket for the Lady Patriots was Osborne. And Osborne wearing that number 22 jersey. Emily Osborne, 5'5" senior. We do got a foul on the other end. Is going to the line is going to be Jordan Jackson, the 5'10" junior for Henry Clay.
Henry Clay 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. In that first quarter, they were 8 for 22 shooting. Model 0 for 7.
That foul, I believe, was called on Osborne of Model. So 20-3 as Jackson missed her first free throw. She's going to have another opportunity here coming up. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to basketball action here on PrepSpin.com. Gary Ball, he'll be back tomorrow night, and we're going to have Darren Douglas for our second game tonight with you, Coach.
Should be a fun, exciting game. You have Woodford County and Lafayette going head-to-head and had a competitive matchup earlier this month.
Traveling called on Hunt as Model just can't catch a break right now. They got 3 points up on the board, but Henry Clay with that swarming defense.
Yeah, right now Model 11 turnovers, Henry Clay 1 turnover. Henry Clay has scored 10 points off of those Model turnovers.
You would think that Henry Clay would be in the same arena tonight as some Yellow Jackets, because with that swarming defense that they're putting on right now, Coach, and just hounding offense as they continue to hit shots, although that one misses. And we go back to Model, but there's definitely a buzz in here tonight. But it's Henry Clay with a nice defensive and offensive pressure. 20-3. Model. They're going to throw the ball away again. Is picking up the ball there for Henry Clay is going to be Jasmine Richmond, who comes back into the ball game. She sat down most of the first quarter, and back in there now.
Yep, Coach Sanford has already played 10 players in this game. He took his starters out after 4 minutes in the first quarter, put his second 5 in, and they played well, and I expect to see more of that tonight, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets out of the press probably in the second half.
Ball being worked inside, and drawing the foul is going to be Nikisha Green, and she's going to go to the line here for Henry Clay. She stands in there 5'11", just a junior.
Yeah, but good-looking athlete there is Green. Good size, running the floor well. Goes to the free throw line. She already has 2 points tonight and 1 rebound, and can't connect on that first free throw.
Score's been 20-3 for a little bit here now. As Henry Clay's missed their last couple of trips up the court, including free throws. So that free throw though goes down. 21-3. Hunt with the basketball. Hunt gave it to Jackson briefly, but ball being trapped over in the right corner as Hunt gets it back. She's going to go up off the glass. She's going to be fouled. And is it a shooting foul or is it on the court?
I believe they called it a shooting foul, so Hunt will go to the line for 2. Model able to advance the ball that time against the Henry Clay press. They try to trap you at half court. You get out of that. They try to trap you again right on the wing. And Model just continues to dribble right into those traps.
A free throw from Hunt is good. Second free throw on its way. She's got 3 of the 5 points now for Model. The other basket came off the hands of Osborne, Emily Osborne. Back the other way, Henry Clay, jump shot's good. Count that one. That was Byers.
Good looking jump shot there by Byers. Good elevation,
Byers.
Good elevation on her shot, good arch on her shot, great backspin.
It's a pretty name, Anovia. 23-5 our score. Again, another turnover here by Model, and Destiny Carter goes back the other way and puts it up and in.
Good handles there for Carter, her first 2 points, coming in with the behind-the-back dribble, and
Jackson with the basketball, and over and back going to be called. She stands in there 5'10". Again, just a 8th grader.
Yeah, like we've said multiple times, this Model team, 1 senior, the rest underclassmen, 8th grader, freshmen, sophomores. Great learning experience for all these kids.
Henry Clay working the ball around. They swing it over to the right wing. Here's a 3 on the way. Count that one. That one from downtown Richmond there is Livers. Talea Rivers knocks it down.
Her 10th point. She's now 2 for 2 from behind the 3-point line.
28-5 our score, and we're going to have a timeout called for Model. So Bobby Story, the head coach of Model, has decided to call a timeout, and we're going to keep it right here, Coach. I mean, you being a former coach, what do you tell your team in a timeout like this when you're getting?
Well, I'm going to stay calm, and I'm going to talk about how we attack this press. I'm going to screen the press. I'm going to talk about a back dribble, and I'm going to pass over it. I'm definitely not going to stop and pick my dribble up right here at half court. I'm going to draw on the board exactly where they're trying to trap you, and I'm going to say avoid those areas at all costs. Do anything, but don't go to those areas, especially don't dribble. They'll open it up for you, and you think, oh, there's a great spot to dribble to and pick up my dribble. No, that's exactly what they want you to do. And then we'll just try for the next 2 minutes until the next timeout or the end of the quarter to not turn the ball over. We've turned the ball over 14 times in this game. Let's try not to turn it over, but say 2 more times in this quarter.
Model trying to get the ball up the court. Again, taken away by the Lady Blue Devils. Back the other way, laying it up and in. Count the basket again for Byers. Byers with back-to-back baskets. 30-5 our score. 4:15 left to go in the first half. Another turnover by the Lady Blue Devils. They've got to have 20 steals in this game already, Coach. I mean, it's getting close.
18 points off turnovers. It's showing just 10 steals, but that can't be right.
Always exaggerate a little bit, I think, Coach, but it seems like 20.
Well, I'll tell you, for Model, it seems like 100 right now. You feel so helpless. You know, we've all either played or coached in one of those types of games, and it's just you just feel so hopeless, and you want to see Model just continue to learn, listen to their coaching staff, and try to improve as this game goes on.
3:57 left to go in this first half of play. Don't forget, at halftime, we're going to have somebody from UK Sportsman. I believe Lori is coming to see. Laura may be coming to see us during halftime to talk about UK sports medicine. So that's coming up, and we'll have your halftime stats also coming up for you as we continue to bring you the 11th Region Girls Basketball Tournament live right here on PrepSpin.com. And we're also going to be simulcasting later in the week with WBLK and, of course, Gary Ball and friends. And
yeah, well, that was a great trip right there by Hunt, and you hope that her younger teammates saw what she did. The ball was down, her head was up, she was under control, used her speed, didn't dribble across half court to the corner and pick the ball up, and continued to attack the defense and picked up the foul. So Hunt goes to the free throw line where she is now 4 for 5 tonight.
All of her points coming from the free throw line. That one a little short as Hunt with 4 points in the game. Here's Henry Clay, a little jump stop and pop and no good. Rebound, Lady Blue Devils, and again another foul called against Model.
7 offensive rebounds so far for Henry Clay. 14 rebounds overall.
Nakisha Green going to go to the line here for the Lady Blue Devils. Her free throw's a little strong. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight as we bring you the 11th Region Tournament. And got a big game coming up next. Woodford County and Lafayette. Don't count Woodford County out in that one, right, Coach?
Oh, that's exactly right. And you can bet one of the most experienced coaches around is Jay Lucas. He has a plan, and he believes that plan can work. And if he can get his players to buy into it and execute, make some shots, they have a chance of upsetting Lafayette tonight.
Yeah, he's like you said, he's been around. I feel sorry for the guy though, because he used to coach baseball as well. You know, during the same season or during the same year, and so he had baseball going on at the same time as basketball. Well, the year that he decided to step down for baseball, Woodford County ended up winning a state championship. And,
yeah, that's got to hurt. But I'm sure he was happy for those kids.
Yes, he was. Because they had a heck of a pitching staff with Parrott and that other kid over there. I forget what his name was that was drafted, but Holland, that's who it was, Clinton Holland.
Oh, that's Coney driving in again, taking the baseline. She's 2 for 3 tonight, 1 for 2 from the three-point line with 5 points. So she goes to the free throw line to try to add to that.
31-6. That's where we're at right now. The ball in and out of there. This is Kennedy Coney.
Coach Sanford going to his bench again. 4 substitutions coming in. Looks like we have number 5, Price. 21, Nakira Joyce.
Seems like
checks in for Carter.
You know, just watching high school basketball ever since Coach Cal decided to do his 2 platoons is what he calls them, of course. But it seems like high school basketball kind of adjusted to that as well and been sending out the same thing. If the team's got enough depth, I've seen that quite a bit this year.
Right. It's not a revolutionary concept. Any coach would do it if they had that kind of talent along their bench. Any coach looks down their bench and says, who can I put in next? Well, and you just don't always have those kind of numbers in high school. And so in this type of situation, Henry Clay has just that.
Good outlet pass here from Henry Clay. They got it up to Joyce, and Joyce puts it in. Joyce with 2 points in the ball game now. And Model trying to get something going. They're just looking for a basket right now. I think all their baskets, well, they haven't got any baskets except for one. The rest of the points have come from the free throw line from Hunt. There's a jump shot. That one in there. How about that?
There you go, right on cue.
Mallory
Smith knocks down the little jumper from the wing. Nice shot.
She looked over here and said she'll show me, right?
That's right.
34-8 is our score. 2:18 left to go here in the first half of play. William Warfield alongside the coach, Justin Cheatham. And that ball batted out of play to go right back to the Lady Patriots. Model, do they play their home games somewhere around here? Do they get their own?
They have their own gym right across the street here, right here on the same campus as EKU.
I was going to say they were considered a laboratory school there for a while, right?
They have their own little gym there.
Another Henry Clay steal, and they give it right back to Model this time. Coming up with a loose basketball was Abby Vickers. Hunt back to Vickers. Vickers going to take the three. That one's short. Rebound, Lady Blue Devils. It was Young with the rebound. Back the other way, and this is Price, and Price is going to score. 36-8. Another turnover. Young. She's trying to dribble the ball down the court, and
well, her body went. The ball just didn't come with her. Sort of looks like when I try to play these days. I go, but sometimes the ball just doesn't go with me anymore like it's supposed to. Henry Clay chooses to stay in their press. 1:22 to go here in the first half. Model inbounds to Hunt. Hunt dribbling up against that pressure of Nakira Joyce.
Joyce really putting it on her, giving her no room, really. Here comes the double team and another turnover. That's where Henry Clay gets you, is that double team, and then they stick a third one in there to step in the pass, and another turnover. Ball on the right side. Here's a jump shot inside, just inside the free throw line right there. No good, but another whistle underneath. 36-8.
It's like third number 33, Young, will go to the free throw line. She has 2 points tonight, 3 rebounds, getting a lot of minutes here in this game.
First free throw is good. She's got a lot of size to her. She stands in there at 6'1", listed as the tallest player on Henry Clay's roster.
Looked good on those 2 free throws.
This
Henry Clay, though, shooting just 50% from the free throw line, so that's a stat. Poor free throw shooting. You get in a close game, and you can expect they're going to have some close games as they move forward.
We're going to have a foul caught against the Lady Blue Devils, and looks like it's going to be on. It's going to be on Price, Braxton Price. Price just a freshman. The 1-and-1 situation here for Model. The first free throw is good. Mallory Smith, they got her listed at 5'8.5", a sophomore.
Smith with 3 points now, 2 rebounds. Model 2 for 11 overall shooting tonight. Mallory looks good there on those 2 free throws, and Model now into double digits, 10 points.
40 seconds left to go here in this first half of play. Henry Clay up by 28. Joyce with the ball out top, swings it over to the right side here to Coney. Coney back to Joyce. Joyce now goes to her left. They get it over to Young there. He swings it back across the court to Coney, and Coney's going to drive. Layup no good. Battle for the board. It goes out of play and back to Model.
Coney very quick off that dribble. We've also seen her shoot tonight, knock down a couple of shots.
Here comes Hunt. Joyce again with the defensive pressure. And, that's really where Henry Clay is, they're all over Hunt. Hunt's got to be wore out right now.
She has to be worn out. She's really the only Model Patriot who is handling the ball with any sort of confidence. Right there, you saw her make a great play. She did dribble into the trap, but she stepped through the trap and went through it and continued to move forward. A lot of times the Model Lady Patriots just hoping that trap and that defense is going to go away, and it's just not going to go away until Coach Sanford calls it off.
All right, folks, we're going to step out, take a commercial break. We'll be back here in just a little bit right here on PrepSpin.com. The Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner, is now Clear Choice Orthodontics. Why the name change, you ask? Well, we believe that there's only one choice for all your orthodontics needs, and that choice is clear. Clear Choice Orthodontics. We offer a unique level of care for each smile in your family. We also feature the latest in Invisalign technology and Invisalign Teen. Put our award-winning experience to work for you. For a lifetime of beautiful smiles, come visit the most outstanding orthodontist in Kentucky, Clear Choice Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner.
I'm Todd Graves with special guest Les Miles. Fans seem to have a set of game day traditions they really love.
And one tradition I really love is the one love of Raising Cane's. The delicious taste of those fresh, never frozen chicken fingers, along with that amazing cane sauce, lemonade, and sweet tea.
Wow, I think that covers every game day tradition out there.
You didn't mention my sweet dance moves.
That's a whole other show.
Raising
Cane's, one love.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Sitters are here.
I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man.
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever,
All right, who's hungry?
mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks,
You're in timeout.
pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more. So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's search for a more efficient life concluded with an unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency. However, while identical, they had their own interests and their own retirement plans, each customized with a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to enjoy life separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Kentucky Children's Hospital is here to care for Kentucky's kids. From primary care to serious illness, we are specially trained to address their unique needs. Kentucky Children's Hospital is one of only 2 hospitals in the state with specially trained pediatric surgeons, a level 4 NICU for the tiniest babies, a pediatric ICU, and a 24-hour pediatric emergency room to care for the most critically ill or injured children. We are here to provide whatever care your child needs.
We return here to Eastern Kentucky University. William Warfield here courtside with you during our halftime as we're getting ready to start the second half in about 10 minutes. But right now it is all Henry Clay, 38-10 our score. Let's talk about the leaders for Henry Clay coming in that first half. 10 points by Talia Livers, just total dominance. 4 points by Anovia Byers. 3 for Nikisha Green, 3 for Destiny Carter, 4 off the bench for Hannah Young. Jordan Jackson, she has 2 in the first half, 6 for Kennedy Coney off the bench, and then Nakira Joyce, 2 points, and Braxton Price with 2 points. Steals, let's see if we can look at that. 4 steals in the ball game already for Byers, 2 apiece for Richmond and Livers. And 3 steals for Jordan Jackson. They've got 15 steals in that first half of play, does Henry Clay. And that defense is really the pressure. Is Model committed 21 turnovers in that first half. And Henry Clay just amazing so far in this one. Again, we're going to step out just for a second, and about 9 minutes away before the start of the second half of play right here at Eastern Kentucky University. The girls' 11th region tournament is happening right here on PrepSpin.com.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Choosing a college is about setting a course, a path that leads to your destination. At EKU, the adventure is what lies in between. Eastern Kentucky University. Great journeys begin here.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's search for a more efficient life concluded with an unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency. However, while identical, they had their own interests and their own retirement plans, each customized with a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to enjoy life separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
The Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner, is now Clear Choice Orthodontics. Why the name change, you ask? Well, we believe that there's only one choice for all your orthodontics needs, and that choice is Clear. Clear Choice Orthodontics. We offer a unique level of care for each smile in your family. We also feature the latest in Invisalign technology and Invisalign Teen. Put our award-winning experience to work for you. For a lifetime of beautiful smiles, come visit the most outstanding orthodontist in Kentucky, Clear Choice Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner.
I'm Todd Graves with special guest Les Miles. Fans seem to have a set of game day traditions they really love.
And one tradition I really love is the one love of Raising Cane's. The delicious taste of those fresh, never frozen chicken fingers, along with that amazing cane sauce, lemonade, and sweet tea.
Wow, I think that covers every game day tradition out there.
You didn't mention my sweet dance moves.
That's a whole other show.
Raising
Cane's, one love.
Well, fans, we want to remind you, Lowe's Sporting Goods in London and Corbin, proud to be a team supplier to the 11th region. See Ryan Profit for all your team apparel and equipment needs. Lowe's Sporting Goods. They have been outfitting teams for nearly a century. Yes, they have been outfitting teams for nearly a century. That's Lowe's Sporting Goods in London and Corbin. Again, proud to be a team supplier for the 11th region. William Warfield here courtside with Coach Justin Cheatham as we'll bring the second half to you here shortly. Got about 4 minutes and some change before we get that started here on PrepSpin.com, and we'll have that coming up here in just a few minutes, folks. Enjoy the live video feed that we're going to turn the sound off until we get ready for the second half of play here from Richmond. Barely seconds to the second half of play here at Eastern Kentucky University. William Warfield alongside the coach, Justin Cheatham. And Coach, if you were in the locker room, what were you telling Model?
Well, I'm talking about the fact that, okay, ladies, we turned the ball over 21 times. You're not going to win this game, so forget about it. It's 38-10. Forget about the scoreboard. As far as I'm concerned, they've turned it off. Our goal in this half, turn it over less than 21 times. and then I'm going to talk about how to do that. And then you can leave having something that you have improved upon and you can build on towards the future with a very young group.
Richmond in the ball game for Henry Clay. She gets it over to Destiny Carter. Back to Richmond. Richmond squeeze over on the right side here to Byers. Byers going to drive inside a lane and scoring at will once again.
Well, that's just Byers taking 2 dribbles, jump stop, getting all the way to the rim without any footwork whatsoever from Model.
40-10 our score. A 30-point lead for the Henry Clay Lady Blue Devils. They're trying to, when you say if you're Henry Clay, you're talking in the locker room, let's go ahead and get this thing up to 35 so we can get a running clock.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to put the foot on their gas right now, get this thing probably up to about a 40-point lead, and then I expect Coach Sanford to get out of his press, probably pack in a little zone himself, and head back to Lexington.
Henry Clay had a couple shots inside the paint, misses both of them, but they do get the rebound, and now they're just going to slow it up top for just a second.
Now keep in mind, this is no disrespect meant to Model. This is a Henry Clay team who's 16-0 in the region. They're 16-0 in one of the toughest regions around and have won 22 games by double digits.
Nakisha Green knocks that jump shot down, 42-10 our score. Model back the other way. This is Vickers, gets it out top here to Jackson. And I apologize, that was actually Smith. And
Smith with a nice turn and jump shot. So she now has 6 points, leads all scorers for Model.
42-12 our score. Henry Clay jump shot just inside 3-point arc there, no good. And ball knocked out of play. It will go to Model is who it's going to go to.
Good defensive trip there for Model. Gets the ball back, scored on their last possession. And again, you just want small victories. You want small examples of improvement that you can build upon for the future as you look back at the tape of this game.
Haley Hunt, nice dribbling skills there from Hunt. She is a ball handler for Model, and she tries to drive to the rack there, is fouled, and she's going to go back to the line.
Hunt 4 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. She has 4 points and 5 rebounds, and like you said, she has done the majority of the ball handling and done a good job tonight. For Henry Clay, they're led in scoring by Talia Livers with 10 points, Richmond with 2, Green with 5, Byers with 6, and now Hunt goes to the line to try to continue.
Free throws up is good.
Continuing some good free throw shooting tonight. She's now 5 for 8.
Got 1 or 2 there on that trip. Henry Clay crosses the timeline, dribbles over to the left. Now they kick it back over to the right wing. With the basketball for Henry Clay, Richmond, Jasmine Richmond. Now Henry Clay works it around the horn. Here's a 3 from the left wing, short. Battle for the board. And it's going to go off of Henry Clay. It's going to go right back to Model. That 3-point attempt there, Nakisha Green. A little short on that attempt.
Henry Clay had the 3 threes in the first quarter, has not made a 3 since. They're now 3 for 9 from the 3-point line.
Hunt, she went in baseline that time at that angle and misses a little hard on the layup. We got an injured Model player in the backcourt, but Henry Clay pushing back up on the other end and a whistle. And
good block there by Jackson for Model.
Lauren Jackson, the injured player for Model, as coaches and the training staff coming out to check on her. And we're going to take an official timeout here. It looks like she might have tweaked her ankle a little bit. 5:19 left to go in the third quarter of play. 42-13 is our score. William Warfield alongside the coach Justin Cheatham here live at Eastern Kentucky University, McBriar Arena. On what was a warm day, it's starting to get a little windy out there, and of course we're expecting some bad weather in the next day or two.
Yeah, changes are coming. We have snow, ice, flood watch, winter storm watch, anywhere from, I've heard, as low as 3 to as high as 10 inches in the forecast. Who knows? 100% chance of weather. That's what I can promise you. And 100% chance of variety. I remember it was just a couple years ago. We got out of school early because of severe weather in the forecast. That severe weather tornado outbreak 3 years ago. followed up by being out for snow. Only in Kentucky would you see something like that.
We got
it was a rough couple of days.
We got another game coming up after this one, though, Coach. We got Lafayette and Woodford County going to be playing, and Double D, Darren Douglas, will have the play call in that one. As Woodford County and Lafayette, that should be a good one.
It should be. There have been some legendary matchups over the years. Two veteran coaches in Allie Denton and Jay Lucas, and I expect to see an exciting, well-coached, well-played basketball game in that second game tonight.
Basketball out top here for Model is trying to work it inside. There's Mallory Smith. She's going to kick it out to Hunt. 3, and there's Hunt with 3. You got to feel good on that one.
Good inside out there. Hunt knocking down the 3. It's her first 3 tonight. Puts her in the lead for Model scores with 8 points.
44-16 our score. Henry Clay with the lead. Hunt. The bright side right now for Model in the game is doing everything she can. That rebound was Mallory Smith again. Mallory Smith's not having that bad a game either, really, honestly, Coach.
Yep, 6 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's really just been about ball handling, the number of turnovers, 22 turnovers right now, but only 2 turnovers so far in this quarter, so they've played 4 minutes, only turned the ball over 2 times. If they can maintain that, that's only 8 turnovers for the half. So, that's the improvement that, the Model coaching staff will want to emphasize.
That was Livers to Carter on the transition bucket there for Henry Clay. They come up with another steal. Again, this is Livers just being a pickpocket as she goes down to the other end, scores, and she is fouled. She's going to go back to the line. Opportunity here for that three-point play the old-fashioned way as Model has now got their lead up to 32, Coach. They could get it up to 33 with this bucket.
Yeah, and you just wonder, as a coach, this is not, I know Henry Clay usually wins by double digits, but this is a little bit easier of a game, of a contest, and your players just really aren't playing at the same level that you would like for them to play. And you don't want to develop any bad habits here in the regional tournament.
Ball went down on the court there. The players kind of paused for a second because you heard the horn over there from the scorer's table go off. Jump shot is good. That was, who was that, Coach? That was Lexi Long, who came into the ballgame. 5'7" sophomore, Lexi Long.
Well, Hunt just went down right in front of us, and she's laying on the floor, and she feels like
looks like she
has a little bit of blood.
Yeah, she hit her mouth.
She's getting up. She tried to step through the trap, and she did, and she passed the ball, hit her nose on the floor, and she has a little bit of blood coming out. She's given a great effort, and here she is bouncing right back up.
She, there.
Tough kid.
Trainer coming over to her, but yeah, she went down on the court there. Like you said, she just kind of hit her nose on the court.
Yeah, she's attacking that press. Done a good job handling the ball tonight. Been definitely the most aggressive Lady Patriot. Attacks that trap and loses her footing as she goes through the trap. Passes the ball forward, and but has her momentum going forward. Takes her down, hits her face on the floor, and it's bloody nose, bloody mouth. But you know what? She's a senior. She's a tough senior, leader of this ball club. It's 3:27 in the third. I won't be at all surprised if she's not back in this game before the end of the quarter.
I'm not sure if she was wearing a mouthpiece or not, but she's kind of holding her teeth there a little bit on the sideline over there too, Coach. But 50-16 our score. And Henry Clay with the basketball. And looking inside to Jackson, and we're going to have 3 seconds called, and you rarely see that in high school basketball.
Rarely see it, but a good call there by the officials, and turnover Henry Clay. Good defensive effort there by Model.
50-16, that's where we're at right now. Henry Clay with a big lead. 34 points is the lead for Henry Clay. And the next bucket for Henry Clay will put this thing into a running clock. as long as Model, of course, doesn't score to keep it under 35. But Model with the basketball right now. Well, jump shot inside the lane. That one falls in. That was Chloe Dyer, who just came into the ball game for Model. She comes in and gets her basket.
All right off the bench, Dyer touches the ball and scores. Good job there by Dyer.
A jump shot there by Young, no good. And a whistle underneath the basket. Chloe Dyer, let's look at, she's a 5'7" freshman. No pressure coming into a regional game. She comes in and just knocks a shot down.
Yeah, just a roster filled with 8th graders, freshmen, and sophomores is this Model team. And you know what I'm impressed by, though, is as their senior goes to the trainer, bloodied and bruised, these youngins are stepping it up now. You can see the body language of Model. A little fight in them now.
50-18. Jackson's going to come up with the basketball there for Henry Clay. Jordan Jackson pushes out ahead here to Long. Long gives it back up inside to Young, and Young puts it up and in.
Well, that was a beautiful pass there by Long.
All right, excuse me.
Good heads-up pass.
I apologize, folks. That was Jordan Jackson with the basket. It's hard to tell Jackson and Young apart when they got their back turned to us, Coach. 52-18 our score. Gonna have to remember that Jackson's got a white headband on.
Smith goes to the free throw line, shooting 2 free throws, where she's 2 for 2 tonight. She has 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
52-19, getting word from Darren Douglas that the wind is picking up out there. It's the cold front starting to move in.
I guess so. It'll be interesting to see how the weather impacts this tournament. You know, tomorrow night, the boys' action tips off with Madison Central and Bryan Station, and in the other game, Franklin County and Lafayette. So 2 big games on this court tomorrow night as the boys' tournament starts, and this weather may have an impact.
Model comes up with a steal. Coming up with that one's Emily Jackson, and Jackson goes the length of the floor, and she lays one up and in. A little bit of life, so to speak, here from Model. 52-22. It's a 30-point lead from Henry Clay. Blue Devils with the basketball. Darren Douglas will have the play call the next game coming up between Lafayette and Woodford County. And that one, again, is supposed to be a good one. At least on paper, it should be a good one. Of course, Lafayette won the 43rd district, and Woodford County the runner-up in their 41st district. Should be an interesting game. I believe Woodford County lost to Franklin County. Franklin County.
Yep, that's right. Franklin County, the 14th ranked team in the state. We saw them play last night.
I didn't realize they were ranked so high.
Yep, Franklin County has been ranked just about all year, as has Lafayette and Henry Clay. And actually right now in the rankings, it's Henry Clay and Lafayette both tied in the 10 spot. So that's a matchup that if Lafayette is able to prevail in the second game tonight, that we would get to see at some point, maybe Friday night.
Yeah, 52-22, our score, 45.6 seconds left to go in this third quarter of play. At the line for the Lady Blue Devils is Jones, Cheyenne Jones. She misses the free throws. Model with the basketball. This is Mallory Smith. She's going to go up strong. Misses the layup a little long. Rebound by Lexi Long of Henry Clay. And she's going to travel with the basketball. Well, actually, the ball goes out of play there, Coach, and they'll go right back to Model.
Yeah, Coach Sanford's gone deep into his bench right now and getting a lot of these young Lady Devils a lot of good experience here on this college floor on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University.
So high school, college court, what's the difference in length? Is it 20 feet, 10 on each side?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll have to ask Darren Douglas. I bet he knows the answer to that question.
Darren probably knows everything. Look it up, Darren. Darren can hear me right now as I'm talking to him, but look it up and see the difference between the length of the high school court compared to the college court. 10 feet, 5 foot on each side. He already knew it.
There you go.
This is a guy that before the game he checks the rims to make sure they're 10 feet tall.
Every time.
Every time. Double D. So here we go. Jump shot by Model. Plays up on the rim, but comes down. Jackson with the rebound. Gets it out ahead to Long. Long looking in transition, and a beautiful pass and a beautiful finish. That finish by Lutz, Alexis Lutz, right before the horn sounds there to end the third quarter of play. 54-22 our score. 32-point advantage for Henry Clay. We're going to step out for a few minutes for our sponsors, but we'll be right back here with more 11th Region action here on PrepSpin.com.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
The Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner, is now Clear Choice Orthodontics. Why the name change, you ask? Well, we believe that there's only one choice for all your orthodontics needs, and that choice is Clear. Clear Choice Orthodontics. We offer a unique level of care for each smile in your family. We also feature the latest in Invisalign technology and Invisalign Teen. Put our award-winning experience to work for you. For a lifetime of beautiful smiles, come visit the most outstanding orthodontist in Kentucky, Clear Choice Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Wong, and Gardner.
In trouble.
54-22 our score as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 7:54 left to go in this ball game, and Henry Clay has still not been able to get the score up to 35, Coach, and Model knocking away just a little bit here. I mean, obviously it's going to be all for naught, but
well, I think Model did a good job in that quarter, just ignoring the scoreboard, playing with a little bit more effort, a little bit more confidence. They've got nothing to lose and lots of experience and education to gain.
54-22 our score, and
travel there by Model.
Yep.
Rebound, but turned and took a couple of steps with it, so the ball goes back to Henry Clay, inbounding under their basket.
Ball kicked out here for Price. She's going to take a jump shot, no good. Rebound, Henry Clay underneath, and we're going to have a foul called on the putback attempt there by the Lady Blue Devils. That was Cheyenne Jones working hard for the rebound. 5'8" freshman.
Henry Clay shooting 50% from the free throw line tonight. If they have a weakness, it's their outside shooting and free throw shooting. It certainly has improved, but Henry Clay making 3 threes in the first quarter. Missed 7 in a row since then.
Check this out. Coming back into the ball game is going to be Haley Hunt. Now, we were told, we don't know if it's true or not, Coach, but we were told that she may have lost a tooth when she went down on the court. But who cares? She doesn't care, right?
She went down hard, but you know what? She's a competitor. She wants to get in there here in this last quarter of her high school career, get right back in the action. And great job, great spirit there.
She wants to play basketball. You got to love the game of basketball if you lose a tooth. I know a good orthodontist, though, if she needs it, and that's the Kentucky Center for Orthodontics, home of Doctors Durbin, Long, and Garner. They just changed their name, by the way, to Clear Choice. They offer that Invisalign technology.
Okay.
Do outstanding work.
That's where we take my daughter. They do a wonderful job.
Nice. My boys haven't got to that age where they quite need it yet, but if they do need braces, that's exactly where we'll go. Proud supporters of high school athletics. Again, 55-22 is our score. Hunt with the basketball for Model is going to have a double dribble caught against her. She walking back on the other end of the floor, and her face just tells it all, doesn't it?
Yep. A lot of emotion there. But you know what? For this Model team, making it to the regional tournament, playing here, the campus of Eastern Kentucky University, is as big of a deal as Henry Clay making it to Bowling Green in the Sweet 16. It's a wonderful accomplishment for these Model Lady Patriots. They've done a wonderful job this season. Advance to this tournament is as big a deal and as big of an accomplishment as if Henry Clay was able to advance and make it to the Sweet 16.
Well, you know, they participated in the All-A Classic that was held at Lexington Christian Academy, and they put on a strong showing there. I don't think they won their game, but you know, the All-A Classic obviously big for them. But you know, this being on a state level tournament for all schools, no matter what class, is special. That basket is good, 57-22, and we got our 35 points up there, Coach. And we'll see if the clock runs here. Another turnover. Hunt's going to take it right back from Henry Clay. That's a good pick up top, too, as well as Emily Jackson put her body on the line there as Henry Clay almost ran her over. Model misses on the other end, and this time a block. Lady Patriots on defense. That was going to be an easy bucket there for Henry Clay. But instead of it being an easy bucket for Cheyenne Jones, she was blocked by Emily Jackson.
Well, you just wonder now if you're Coach Sanford. My team really wasn't challenged here tonight. My starters sat most of the game, and when they were in the game, they really weren't playing up at the level with which they're used to playing. You wonder now, when they come into the second round, will this hurt them? Will they come out sluggish in the first quarter on Friday night?
Either that or the next game may be a barn burner where it's up and down the court, and you know, Lafayette and Woodford County may wear themselves down. You never know.
True. Henry Clay could come out with the fresh legs, the rested legs. You just never know how that's going to play out.
That's a gamble, I guess, you take as a coach, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm gambling the way Coach Sanford is, definitely. I would much rather take my chances having my starters on the bench resting, avoiding any possibility of rolling an ankle or hurting a knee, because as you often see, you know, kids can get hurt just making the slightest move, and so you want to make sure that if the game is not in danger, you're resting your starters and getting some of these young kids some experience.
Let me ask you this, Coach. When you're on game day, do you have a light practice just to kind of get the players loose, or do you just wait till the game and then just do warm-ups?
It depends. If there's school that day, no, you're not going to have a practice. If you're out of school and you're allowed to practice, you'll go in and you'll have a walkthrough, usually just a shoot around with no contact, not any kind of drill work like that. Usually you'll just take them through about a 30 to 45 minute shooting practice with free throw work mixed in the beginning, middle, and end. And you'll do that. Of course, if it's snow and school is called off, there's usually, in Fayette County, practice is not usually allowed. So usually don't have that luxury. I know that in the 43rd District, the public schools went into that tournament last week not having practice, but only one time in 9 days. So for Lafayette to do what they did and make it to the finals and play triple overtime, they did that with very, very few practice sessions, as did Tates Creek and Dunbar. Of course, the rules are different, I believe, for your private schools, but in the public school setting, they're not allowed to practice usually if there's not school.
Hunt and Jackson get a nice ovation from the home crowd here as they're going to sit down on the model bench over there, and their season done. 57-24 our score. I'm really impressed with Hunt, though. You know, possibly losing the two. Stands in there 5'10", a senior. Obviously, he can handle the ball, but she didn't really have anybody else to go to other than Mallory Smith, who could also handle the ball tonight.
That's right. Hunt, the senior, with 8 points tonight, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Smith with a good game for Model, 8 points, 4 rebounds, but just too much star power for Henry Clay, too much speed, too much athleticism. Livers with 12 points now, Byers with 8.
What a recover on the pass long. She had the pass come over her shoulder, and that was almost like a football type of catch. You see the receivers, tiptoeing the line a lot of times. Just an over-the-shoulder grab, and it ends up to being a couple points for Henry Clay on the other end here. That was nice. 59-24 our score. That was a Peyton Manning pass too. It was just to give you who it was that was Cheyenne Jones who made the pass, and it was right over the shoulder. It was right in front of us, Coach. That's why I like it even more.
Yeah, just looking at the stats in this game right now, William. Henry Clay 3 for 12 from the three-point line.
Yep.
Not good. 10 for 21 from the free throw line. Not good. So if I'm scouting against Henry Clay, I see so much talent, so much speed. I've got to find a couple of weaknesses to try to exploit. And, I'm going to try to make them beat me from the three-point line and the free throw line. That's where I'm going to take my chances.
That's a good point. Long with the basketball, takes 3, no good. Battle for the board. It's going over to the right corner, and a whistle here. It's going to go to Model, but we're going to have it's going to go to Henry Clay, isn't it? We're going to have a foul call. No, we'll go to Model. I'm sorry.
Yep, so we're under a minute now, so the clock will stop at 53.9 seconds. And
Mallory Smith going to the line here for Model. Yeah, I think when it's a running clock, it stops when you go to the free throw line or if a coach calls a timeout or if a player's injured. Other than that, it runs constant. Drive underneath. No good, and there you see the clock was stopped. It goes down to 44.2. Well, Henry Clay's going to advance to the second round, and they're going to take on the winner between Lafayette and Woodford County. We got our second round in the other side of the bracket there already made from last night's game.
That's right. We saw Franklin County win big in the first game, and we saw just the tale of two halves in the second game. We saw a Madison Southern team come out up 31-16 at halftime, all the energy and intensity. Second half, Lexington Catholic brings that same kind of energy and intensity, comes all the way back, takes the lead, but Madison Southern able to pull out the win and move on to the second round where they will face Franklin County.
We'll have a charge called against Henry Clay. So, yeah, out of the we're going to have 5 teams left that are in the girls basketball tournament with Madison Southern, Franklin County, Woodford County, Lafayette, which is coming up next. And then you're going to have Henry Clay in that mix. What do you like?
Well, any of those 3 teams really could win.
Talking about Henry Clay, Lafayette and
Franklin County.
Yep.
It really depends on who does the little things, who executes their game plan the best. Of course, Allie Denton, she's got good guard play. She's got the MVP of the region and Dee Givens. She's got 6'4" Ashanti Thomas. No one else has that. So,
and she was there last year too.
Right, they won the region last year. So
they've kind of got that taste in their mouth a little bit.
Yeah, but they've also been defeated twice by Henry Clay. So you just don't know. You don't know, and that's why you play the games, and that's why this is going to be an exciting tournament the rest of the way to see what turns out and happens. And that's why you definitely want to either be here or tune in on PrepSpin to see what happens.
All right, of course, KHSA TV will have the state tournament. I'll be producing that from Bowling Green, and we'll have all that action for you on KHSATV.com and check that out. But a final in this one, Coach. Henry Clay goes on to victory. The final score, they already took it off the big board up there for us. But it was a big win.
Henry Clay 60 and Model 27.
Okay, 60-27. That is our final in this one. And so for Coach Justin Cheatham. So William Warfield saying until the next game, which is coming up next. Lafayette taking on Woodford County. That's going to be the good one tonight. So long, everybody.